Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 67, Diamondbacks versus Marlins Game 2. Lineup of the day just looks the same besides of Vargas is in the lineup at the seventh spot playing first base, and basically the rest is the same. Um, we fortunately enough got a little bit hits here and there and stuff. Gabe Marino went 2 for 3. Corbin, Arenado, Perdomo, and Wolfsmith only got one hit. The rest did not get it and stuff. I don't know what's going on with Marte. He is 0 for 5 and stuff. Smith can't do anything at this time and stuff. Tommy Troy is going a little cold here and there and stuff. And it's hard for Vargas to come back from the IL and having some misplays from because of Grover's playing and stuff. So it's been tough for the Diamondbacks at this time and stuff. I would definitely say it's a 50-50 type of situation. We're getting hits here and there and stuff, but fortunately enough, we are just not getting any runs. So that is what is killing us at the time, not getting any RBIs in this game at all, no whatsoever and stuff. So that's the hardest thing about the offense right now because they're going cold and they were cold today, and it just doesn't look good for them. Pitching wise, enough we have a Ryan versus Ryan and stuff. Fortunately enough, of Ryan Nelson, his first name is actually Ryan, not Ryan, and stuff because his last name spells of Ryne, then just Ryan and stuff, just normal as Ryan, but it's Ryan. It's weird how that is and stuff. I know Ryan Schwarberg is kind of like the same thing, like that and stuff. It's most of the weirdest thing ever. I don't know. I'm not the one named this person, but overall, yes, Ryan Nelson was the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. He went 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, and gave up 7 runs. So, not looking good for Nelson today. It's interesting only went for 4 innings. Both of the starting pitchers went only 4 innings, and I don't know why they did that and stuff. Again, I'm not the manager, so I'm not in force with this and stuff. But yeah, 8 hits just didn't look good and stuff, and just 7 runs. Just the offense of the Marlins were just doing a lot better today and stuff, and we cannot get a grudge on the pitching side of the Marlins. So that was that and stuff. And then the Marlins starting pitcher was Ryan Gusto. He's new. He's like a rookie at this time and stuff. He went also 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 4, walked once, and gave up no runs. So we're not going to win a game with three runs. Like, it's just like off of the starting pitcher, there's no way of it. We got probably here and there and stuff, and we probably had a chance getting more and stuff. I think it was bases loaded once before, but we just cannot do the damage and stuff. So that's what's so difficult for us and stuff. And then the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Jonathan Liskia, Dre Jameson, and Juan Mirella, and that's basically it and stuff. And they got 1 run off of our bullpen, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's just like today was just not our day and stuff. Like, our pitching just not going well, and then batting just was cold for the whole rest of the day and stuff, and we just cannot get a run off of the Marlins, and that's where things just goes downhill at that time and stuff. So yeah, and then we're gonna go scoring right now. Just letting you know, all the score was on the Marlins, so there's none on the Diamondbacks and stuff. I took out one thing, and it's basically a sac fly, but the rest are basically the Marlins. Otto Lopez hit a RBI single to make it 1-0 bottom of the third. And then Owen Casey hit a 2-home run to make it 3-0 bottom of the 4th. And then Otto Lopez hit another RBI single to make it 4-0 bottom of the 4th. And then Kyle Stores with a big 3-home run to make it 7-0 bottom of the 4th. And the final score of the game is 0-8. For the making the Diamondbacks record to be 34-33. So we are one up over 500. Doesn't look good for us and stuff. And also we also lost the series over the Marlins and stuff. So not looking good. Progress. Marte need to do something. What's going on and stuff. I know he did great like yesterday game, but today, golly, man, he's just not in the right path of batting. Obviously, yes, he has defense, great second baseman and stuff, but we had great defense for the Diamondbacks and here and there and stuff, but just like we cannot let of enough for the other opponent teams as the pitchers to let you enough to be hitting ground ball, striking out, all these typical things and stuff. Like, guys need to put contact on the ball and swing the bat and help the team overall and stuff. Like, that's how you're supposed to do these things. Yeah, you're getting base hits here and there, but you gotta also realize enough of, like, I want to see my team to lock in, okay? Lock in at this time of enough. If there's a person at second base, get them home, please. Because this is how you're going to win games. Scoring, in a way. And if we have high score, we're going to win games and stuff. If you're not going to help the team and stuff, we're not going to win that much. If you're not going to put more gratitude to help the team to get some runs. It's going to help you as better often to get some good RBIs and get some score and helping the team. Be a team player here and stuff. And it's just like they're just not doing anything and stuff. Marlins are doing good. I get it. But we got to be up there as well. And we just cannot lose. Teams are lower than us and stuff. Like, I get Marlins are doing good at this time. They do have good players on their team. It's just we look much better over them and stuff, and we just cannot let that happen and stuff. And so, and then pitching wise and stuff, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Nelson today, but today was just not his day and stuff. Our pitching, it's just awful, and I'm not looking for Kelly tomorrow. It's just I don't know what's going on. Like, I really don't know what's going on with the starting pitchers and stuff. I thought we were good at this point, but it's just we're going back and forth in this situation where we're just not doing so well and stuff, and they need to lock in and stuff. Everybody on the team needs to lock in at this time and stuff, because we cannot lose. Teams are lower than us and stuff, and just cannot lose this way. The offense can be cold, I don't care, but man, pitching is just, that's the most more important in the game, because if you're giving up 7 runs, there's no way enough of the Diamondbacks are going to come back in that point and stuff. It's just, it's so rough enough. I didn't see it because, again, I slept over and stuff. I have a terrible schedule of my life and stuff, but yeah, just struggling right now, and they just need to get back into it. Hopefully enough for tomorrow. We ignore the sweep and anything and stuff. I know Kelly's pitching tomorrow, but it's just like I just don't know if Kelly has the point of it, because from last time he pitched, my goodness, he didn't look good when we were facing the Nationals. So hopefully he can do better and stuff. Hopefully of enough, but if we don't, then we're gonna get swept by the Marlins and stuff, and then we're going to be, tied to be as a regular 500 team. right on the dot, and we don't want that. We want to go up, and we're going downhill, and we're going downhill big and stuff. So this is not the time to lose games and stuff. So we need to win and stuff. And this is a bad timing to win because, again, I get about the Marlins are doing good baseball, but it's just like I just feeling like we're just so much better than them, and we're just not showing that and stuff. Like, it's so hard to grudge enough of we had a chance to win yesterday game and stuff because of the umpires was just so bad and stuff. Like, it's just absolutely insane enough of we had a chance. We had a chance to win a game over the Marlins, and the umps basically took away from us and stuff, and we cannot do anything in today and stuff. It's just that's where it's so difficult. Like, we had a chance and stuff because if we did win game one, then the series would be tied up to 1-1, and who would absolutely win the series in game three? That should be the thing, but fortunately, it's not and stuff. So yeah, it's just I don't know what to say, at this time. Hopefully of enough of if we hopefully we win tomorrow and stuff. That's the only thing I could say and stuff. They just need to lock in tomorrow so they don't get swept and stuff. And if Kelly's not doing so well, then I guess put him in the bullpen. Put Bram Fott back in. I really don't know. I just like it's hard to watch this team going downhill. Where enough of they're good on paper and stuff, and they just can't get a grudge at this time, and it's hard to watch and stuff. So that's what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.